OPPO Selfie Expert.
Welcome back to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. This is Olver, also known as Siddharth Prashant, and joining me this evening,
this is Tango, also known as Sriram Vishal. We welcome all the viewers right now to the OPPO F9 Pro PUBG Mobile Campus Championship 2018.
And you know what? OPPO F9 Pro Campus Championship 2018 is one of the largest mobile gaming tournament in this Indian subcontinent, and you know what? It has a 50 lakh prize pool, and you know what? You guys should be familiar with this because this is day number 6. Sorry, not day number. Why am I showing 2? Day number 6 of the live streams actually, and you know, a lot of exciting things have happened. Day number 1, 2, day number 5, everything was exciting. We saw a lot of kills and a lot of exciting kills, and you know, a few disappointing ones. But the OPPO F9 Pro is,
I mean, I guess I actually think the 2 which you actually showed was actually for these 2 phones out here, because this is actually the time to let you guys know that we are giving away 2 OPPO F9 Pro phones throughout the stream, throughout these 2 hours of stream, to 2 lucky winners from the people who are going to view the game right from now. So if you want to participate, if you want to win one of these phones in about 1 more hour, I think all you have to do is just start right away. Go click on the like button, subscribe, comment down over here on the comment section, exclamatory mark PUBG Mobile, all in caps, so that either one of you can actually win one of these phones in about 1 more hour, because we are going to give away another phone as well. We're going to give away 2 phones every day during the course of the stream.
And you know what? The OPPO F9 Pro is one of the most premium phones available in the Indian market, and you know what? It has a 6.3-inch screen. So a big screen just means that you have a bigger chance at victory, because you have a lot of space to move your thumbs and your fingers, and PUBG Mobile is kind of a difficult game to play because exactly it has a lot of mechanics and a lot of things you have to master. And the suitable phone I would recommend to you guys is an OPPO F9 Pro.
I mean, not just for that, I would say, because I do agree that playing on a 6.3-inch phone is actually going to give you a really good advantage. But I would say, if I was a gamer, if I am a gamer right now, so I'm just letting you know, if I'm a gamer, I will still go for a phone which gives me a lot of time in the battery, and that is what I'm going to tell you right now, because this phone is going to come with a 3.5K mAh battery life. And not just that, it also gives you about 2 hours of talk if you're just going to charge it for about 5 minutes, because it comes also with the VOOC technology, which is going to give you a fast charge, which means a lot of chicken dinners are yet to come, and if you are going to win one of these phones, you will have a lot of chicken dinners as well.
So without any delay, ladies and gentlemen, we will be getting into the lobby. So don't go anywhere, strap on your seatbelts and fasten your gloves, because this is going to be one hell of a chicken dinner.
So here we are in the lobby view of the first game of today's stream, as we are going to see the teams lining up right now to see who is going to get the chicken dinner, the first chicken dinner of today's stream. And let's actually see how the teams lined up at the moment. It's going to be Chris 45, SRVNK, Illuminati, and Deathman for team number 11, while we're going to see AES, Jerry, Roman, Akash, and Hardik 66. I guess their team's name is AES. So, I mean, as we are
going to be looking at team number 13 right now. Team number 13 has Rahul, AAJ42, Rambo 304, King Shiraz, and for team number 14 we have Vikas, Viku, Shrey J, Harshu 1998, I guess one of his teammates just left. Maybe he needed to use the bathroom or something, or grab a quick snack.
So, I mean, yes, he will eventually be back, and I guess still he is going to come back. I think I need to tell you guys that if you actually want to win these two phones which I just showed you about a couple of minutes ago, all you have to do is subscribe and watch the PUBG Mobile India official channel if you want to get the giveaway, because we are going to give the giveaway for the people who are watching it in that channel and who are going to subscribe, and who also are going to do the most important thing, that is commenting down in the comment section with an exclamation mark PUBG Mobile all in caps, because that
only
is
during the live stream, live stream, because we have seen a lot of people commenting down on the live stream after it is done. Sadly, you know what, you guys will not be able to get yourself a chance to win one of these OPPO F9 Pros. But if you want to try your luck, just come into the live stream, you know, just sit around and talk to the chat, because, you know, I'm pretty sure that everybody is friendly, everybody is just going, and, you know, they all want to win the OPPO F9 Pro. So go ahead and leave a comment down in the live chat, exclamatory mark PUBG Mobile in all caps. I repeat, exclamatory mark PUBG Mobile in all caps, because with that you will get yourself a chance to win one of these OPPO F9 Pros.
And not just winning OPPO F9 Pros, they're going to get a lot of chicken dinners if they win that as well. So that's actually you know, you're getting
bragging rights.
Exactly.
We're just selling. This is not OPPO F9 Pro. This is just a box of bragging rights we are selling to you guys. And with that, you know what, you will be the new cool kid in your college or your school. I don't know, a lot of you kids might be from school who are in the chat. So no, go ahead and get yourselves these bragging rights. And you know what, PUBG Mobile is kind of a hard game right now, because we have seen the skill improvement coming in throughout these games.
You know, honestly, right from the first day of the stream and till about right now, all the matches we have been seeing, we're seeing a lot of new strategies as well coming up from all these teams. I would say, like, the last two games we saw a lot of split ups coming out there from most of the teams, and I think we are going to see a lot of that this game. And I think this is time for us to go for an ad, and we will be right back with live action coming in from the first game of today's stream. We'll see you guys after a short break.
OPPO Selfie Expert.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be getting into the live stream of game number 1 of, you know, OPPO F9 Pro Campus Championship. And we are not going to be wasting any time, as we are going to be looking at the flight path. And let's just wait a little bit for the Royale Pass to kick in. And we are actually going to be looking at IKC. And that symbol, I'm not really going to say that. IKC Sid, he has a Let's Rock skin for his plane right there. So,
I mean, yes, he's got a level 82 Royale Pass, and that is something which is, I guess, for the second time we are going to see this in our streams. The fancy skin coming out there, and I guess you guys could, you know, try it out and start, you know, finishing off the challenges which are coming in the Royale Pass, because the next season is going to end, the current season is going to end in November, so you don't have much of time to get all those skins. So It's just
you
about
guys have
time
free
you
skins.
start playing that and all of that.
I mean, if you have free skins, obviously your skills are automatically going to be 10% better than everybody in the game. So if you do lose that, you can just blame it on luck or something, because you know, people who have the Royal Pass, they have those free bragging rights. And you see the plains path right here. It is going to be starting off from the northwestern side of the map, and it is going to be ending down in Sosnovka military base. And this is actually a good path.
That's actually a good path, and I think that is going to have a lot of people. It's going to have a lot of density on the western side of the whole map. So we will be seeing a lot of people going on to Georgopol, Yasnaya. I mean, Yasnaya is not going to be an option, because I don't see a lot of people going there as well.
Maybe team number 9 right there. Okay, team number 19, they can get onto those roads and get themselves a vehicle, and they can go to Yasnaya. And mind you guys, the people who are going to be watching this stream for maybe the first or the second time, and you are not really familiar with PUBG, Yasnaya is one of those cities where if you go, I'm pretty sure that you are going to be sorted out for the rest of the game. And talking about team number 19, they're actually not going to be going to Yasnaya just yet. They're just going to be making sure they stop by school. And we see right here, people are going to be getting a little bit of loot, just enough to, you know, not be killed without any contest if they're going to be getting into a fight.
We are going to see the first zone popping out, and that is going to be towards the southern side of this map. And I think there are going to be a lot of people who will be going on to the island, which is on the southern part of this map. And I think that is something we
meanwhile, we're actually seeing team number 17, team number 23, and one player from team number 1. They are going to be landing in Ferry Pier, and it seems as though team number 17 have one of their players stuck in with 2 of team number 23's players. And look at this, I don't think any of these guys have any idea that they just left a guy of team number 17 back in their building. And look at Cyberpunk right here. He is going to be going forward, and Deadshot, he is going to be just
he's actually snaking his way outside the.
He does not have any. He does not have anything. He does not have a gun. He only has his fists, which he can rely on. And maybe, you know what? We have not seen a crossbow kill, and we have not seen a punching battle, actually.
I mean, we haven't actually seen those punches paying off with a knockout or a kill. So those are actually the 2 things we still haven't seen on stream, and I think we still have a lot of time.
Or a pan knockout, man. A pan knockout is something kind of iconic for PUBG, and we have not really seen any of these yet. But you know what? That just shows that most of these players in this tournament are not really willing to risk their chance in getting their 50 lakhs.
I mean, not really, because I really that's what even I thought when we started the stream, when we didn't actually find a team getting wiped out by a nade or a guy dying to a molly. But we actually saw all of that, man, in the last 2 days.
But then again,
that is
grenades
really
and mollies are mostly, they are useful utilities. I mean, hitting someone with a pan.
You're going to tell
I'm telling you that hitting someone with a pan is a gimmick, even though it is kind of a valid thing to do, even though the pan is kind of bulletproof. I still think it is a gimmick. But if you are going to be good enough to play a gimmick in your favor, I think that you're one of the best players in PUBG Mobile. And we're actually going to be looking at team number 12 in Pochinki. Okay.
Oh yes, they are in Pochinki, and we actually see one knockout coming out there for team number 9, and they are actually down with the numbers game. So let's actually see if they are going to take down the other people from team number 12, because there are a lot of people out there. Both the squads are right next to each other, and a lot of bot shots coming out there from team number 9. Shiva Kansal is not really going to land a single bullet.
And look at him, he does not have any bullets currently in his M4, so he will have to go for the reload or something.
Because he doesn't have a single bullet out there, and he's actually in search of bullets in Pochinki, which is not something you would be doing, because given that a lot of places in Pochinki is going to be really, it's going to be a close place. And there you go, that's another knockout in favor of team number 9. And oh, there's going to be 2 people who are going to get knocked out for team number 12, as Hardik is going to go for the revive for his teammate. Let's actually see if we can do both of them, or can we actually see a nade going to wipe out this team right now, because one of their teammates are already gone, and I think it's all about Hardik, whether he is going to go and get those.
And look at Hardik right here. He is not really going for the revive because he is careful. He is just a little bit paranoid about the fact that maybe someone might just storm up his building and get that easy kill.
And that is the end of their team, as Hardik is going to be the last man who is going to go down for his team. as team number 9 are going to take Pochinki for themselves, as they just knocked down they just actually wiped out.
They wiped Pochinki, and the team number, that was really sad because we did see that team which did get killed in Pochinki, team AES, I believe.
Exactly.
We would have usually thought that with such fancy names, they would have been, you know, the pros or something, but sadly they were caught in a bad position, and we are going to be looking at player unknown. Okay, we've got a player unknown.
We've actually got the creator of this game into this game right now.
And we're going to be looking at him actually with that VSS, spotting out people from team number 11, and with the VSS, it seems as though his position has not been found out yet. So team number 11, they are quite safe behind those haystacks, and it seems as though player unknown is just going to be keeping a keen eye over there, while team number 11's SRVNK, he's going to be firing at a wrong direction. He really does not know where team number 7's player unknown is, because he is over at the northwestern side, while SRVNK is going to be keeping his eyes on the northern side.
But then Wolverine is going to tag one player from team number 11 and is going to knock him out, as player unknown is going to take down one player from team number 11, which is going to leave them just with 3 people. I'm sorry, he actually got another person, I guess?
Yeah, that is 2 knockouts, and I make it 3 as he just decimates those people behind those haystacks right there. And we are going to be looking at team number 11. They are going to be in a tough situation as one of their players just got killed by player unknown. 2 people just got killed.
It's actually going to leave them just with 1 person, who is going to be SRVNK, and team number 7's players are huddling right behind him. And let's actually see if this cat and mouse chase is going to go right now, as both of them have a clear idea that they are on the opposite side. But I guess Arjun is waiting for his teammate to give him cover, because both of them have taken a lot of damage from each other. So I think right now he would be going for the healing and then go for SRVNK, because if they are going to flank it out right now, it's going to be pretty easy for him, because just about 3 people are there from team number 7 at the moment at this place, and that
was a sad pick coming in from SRVNK. Like, I believe if he just played that a little bit better, if he went for, I guess, the hip spray, because we did see SRVNK, he was a little bit slow on the reaction time. I guess he was aiming down the sights and trying to aim that crosshair onto Arjun's head, but I believe if he just went for the hip fire or something, he could have gotten the knockdown on Arjun.
I really don't think so, because it's actually going to be really hard, because you don't have any other place of cover except for that haystack. And given that you were just already half the HP and you're going to be against 3 people from another team who are just right at point blank distance, that's not really going to help you out. And that was, I actually saw that coming, but I didn't expect it to be pretty soon, because if he had used his nades or smokes, he could have just made his escape route, but that was sadly not the case, as we are going to look at farm right now.
And we are going to be looking at team number 10, team number 1 player from team number 7, and 4 people from team number 5, as we are going to be looking at team number 7's player. He is going to be running into where team number 10 is, while the rest of the team 7's players are actually nowhere close to, what is his name, Shalipapan 6 right here.
I mean, it was actually the people whom we actually saw them wipe out team number 11. It was actually a player unknown and all his teammates, and he is actually the guy who
I feel like Shalipapan might just throw the game, because he is kind of completely alone, but maybe, who knows, he might be Rambo as he's trying to go for the kill, but sadly, you know what, he gets killed. So, you know, team number 7's efforts over there as they tried to go for the kill on team number 11, just getting shattered by Shalipapan from team number 7, as, you know, he just goes on Rambo style and gets punished for that.
I think team number 10 are going to face the wrath of team number 5 right now, because they are closing in right now. They have a clear idea, as you can see from the SLR from Ansh Bhatia. He is actually spotting a couple of guys out there in that building, and they are pretty much clear that there are people at that building, so they will be going for a move right now.
Well, they have to actually go close range. Exactly. They actually have to go close range, because if Ansh Bhatia does manage to get a few knockouts here and there, if nobody is there to actually close down their knockouts, it's not going to matter. They're just going to keep on reviving each other out, and that's going to be a vicious cycle. And I guess Ansh Bhatia just heard my voice or something, because they are going forward.
Actually, I think Tyler, as well as his other teammate, I have the SMGs, as well as as you can see, he's got a UZ as well as a Tommy gun. So if Ansh is going to go for the knockouts, I think these are the guys who are going to clear it out. They are going to go inside and go for the kill, if in turn they are going to knock him out, that is.
Well, we are going to be looking at Evil Ravi right here and his friends. They are just going to be going forward. Right next to their building is where team number 10 is housed right now. And let's see if team number 5 are going to be acting as the landlords and, you know, just evicting them out of their houses, because we are going to be looking at team number 10. They really don't have a lot, but we are going to be looking at Mukul Champion. He has a shotgun and a UMP. The UMP, mind you, is a really good gun in mid-range. mid-range and even close range, but the shotgun is going to trump. But then again, that is a pump-action shotgun, so you have a little bit of delay.
You have a lot of delay as well, so I don't think team number 10 can actually get this, because I think team number 5 are not just going to evict them, they're actually going to delete them from the game, is what I feel. Well, because given that the guns they have and the amount of healing they have, I think if at all team number 5 are going to go and try to get them, I think they will be able to get a lot of healing and all those items which team number 5 have.
Well, let's actually look at Evil Ravi right now. He is going to be having his holographic sight onto those windows where team number 10 is going to be, and I believe team number 10 can actually escape the situation if they just get out on the other side and just make the run for it, because team number 5 won't be able to see that. That is not in their line of vision. And look at Evil Ravi right here with his DP28. So you know what, it's a 7.62 LMG actually, so it can do a lot of damage, and it does have that first shot accuracy like many other guns do, and it also has the range.
However, it's got the recoil.
A lot of recoil. Like it makes the AK look like a good gun. It makes the AK look like an M4.
Exactly.
That's how much of a recoil that DP28 has.
And while we are looking at the second drop coming out there into the game, the first being on the northeastern side of Quarry, while the second one is going to be right on the southern part of Farm, right near the coast. And I think one team is actually going to go there and try to take the drop, because there aren't any people out there towards the southern side of that place. So I think that is going to be an easy loot for them. As we are heading back again to team number 5 as well as team number 10's duel out there, because it's going to be
I guess that's going to last for a long time until the next zone is going to be declared. I believe they're just not going to move out of their pace, and even though team number 10 did have that little opportunity to get out of that place, it seems as though they are going to be in a little bit of a trouble, as team number 15 is also going to be making their way to those buildings. And we're going to be looking at the drop right here, which is in the waters, probably not going to get contested anytime soon, but we are going to be looking at Tarun Pathak with his DP28 himself. He is going to be keeping a lookout for team number 15's one of their players. He is going to be coming in on his vehicle, so I guess Tarun just heard that noise right there.
I mean, I guess they are moving back. Just one person from team number 15 is going to go right to the diagonal opposite side of Farm, and I think he is going to go for the loots. Well, we are going back again to team number 10 right now, and they still haven't made any move out there against team number 5. I really thought team number 5 would make a move, but they still are.
Oh, at least Mukul Champion knows what to do. He is going to be running away, I guess, because if they do go forward right now, they might just get shot. But if they run directly backwards, they might even be able to get a free kill onto the player from team number 15, because mind you, he was alone. And we're going to be looking at Tarun right here. He's actually going to be firing the first shot between the little bit of a conflict.
He's actually done a lot of damage to Ansh Bhatia. Let's actually see if he can actually take him down, because Tarun Pathak's got a 4x onto, I'm not really sure if it's a 4x, but he's got a scope, and he's actually going to knock out Ansh Bhatia with that shot from the DP28.
That is a 4x.
That is how you play the DP28. A lot of people thought that playing with a 4x onto a DP28 was a myth, and this is how you are going to do it. Tarun Pathak is going to show you people, and he's going to get another knockout as well. What is going on here for team number 5? All of a sudden, it seems like
I guess team number 10 have to make their move right now, because they don't really have the guns to stand a long range fight.
I don't think they should be going for the. I really don't think they should be going for it, because he's actually got a good aim at the moment, and he's got a good angle as well. He's going to knock out almost 3 people out there, but that was just, you know, a little bit miss out there, which is not going to knock out Evil Ravi at the moment, as he is going to make the revive out there. Both the people going for the revives. Let's actually see who's going to revive first and go for the kill again. We see Ansh Bhatia getting revived by Evil Ravi, but it's still going to be others who still needs the revive at the moment. And I think Mukul Champion is going to spot out the people who are going to go for the revive, or probably even try to take them out. And all of a sudden, the 4-man advantage which team number 5 had,
they're going to be losing a bunch of healing.
Like it was slipping away from them, and I think that is kind of something which you would never want to, but I think Mukul Champion is not actually spawning out Ansh Bhatia, and he finally does it, but it looks though as if it is going to be too late, but I don't think that is going to be the case, because the SLR is proving to be ineffective against a UMP, and that is the first time I'm going to see something like that. I'm not really sure whether it was a bot shot or something like that, but a UMP having an advantage, that is like...
The UMP landing the better shot compared to the SLR, not really seen before. And we are going to be looking at Mukul Champion. He is kind of exposed right here. Meanwhile, team number 5, one of their people, Evil Ravi, is going to get knocked out by one of his other teammates. While Tarun, he is going to be looking towards the first floor right here. He will be able to spot out one of their players, is going to be tagging them for a little bit of damage. He is going to be going for the door right there, trying to destroy that, making sure that that area is going to be visible for him. He needs to be careful because towards his right hand side building there is going to be another player, and if he goes for the shot, that is going to be kind of a difficult situation. We are going to be looking at team number 5. They're just going to be playing it safe until one of their players is going to actually attempt the flank, and when he does, maybe things can turn around for team number 5. Until then, team number 10 do have the advantage. They only have 2 people, but still they're making the pain onto them. Castiel apparently with the Tommy gun and a Mini 14. The Mini 14 probably not going to get used in the close range. He is just going to probably storm into the building once maybe one of team 5's players gets a knockout onto one of them.
I mean, that's actually a bad idea if he wants to go inside the building, because they have to make their move into the zone, because the zone is, even though it is quite nearby to where they are at the moment, I think team number 10 would be going for the zone as well, and that is when Castiel's role is going to be played, because when they are going to go for the retreat, I think Castiel can go in and hit them out with this Tommy gun, as we are going to see Tarun Pathak just waiting out there to see if he can spot out people out there, and luckily he is not able to spot out a guy out there, while we are going to see team number 18's Nobu trying to take down one of team number 22's player, as he successfully does that. And we are returning back to farm, where we are going to see team number 5 and 10 still trying to duel it out.
Oh, look at Evil Ravi right here. He is going to be cooking up the grenade, and that is going to be landing onto that building, and maybe we might see a knockout or two, as okay, that knockout really did not happen, as the nade did bounce out of that window. It really did not go in, and we might just be able to see another grenade getting cooked. Maybe not. They're just going to be storming in. The Tommy gun coming in from Castiel. He's going to be going through that little balcony in the ground floor. The zone is going to be closing in, so they have to be careful. They can take a little bit of damage because this is still the second zone, and Castiel with this Tommy gun, he is going to be camping over there, while most of team number 5's players, they're going to be retreating with
I guess
UAV.
all of them are going to go out, I guess, at this moment, because they really think that this is something they will not be contesting, because their first priority is probably
then
to
again
go
it's a
inside.
red zone.
But I don't think they will be going to the red zone, even though, oh my god, I think they are, and that I don't know how it's going to work out for them. He is going to go and try to pick up his last player, and the red zone is going to end at the moment, as team number 10 are quite oblivious to the fact that all of them are going to go out, while Tarun is going to spot them. He is trying to take them at the moment, but then he doesn't have any kind of healing except for the one bandage which he has, and I think that is going to prove out really costly for him if he is not going to make it to the zone, as the red zone is going to pop out right at farm.
How do you think this is going to be? Because they will have to pass through the red zone. That is the closest path for them to actually get to the white zone, and meanwhile we're going to be looking at the third drop right below this little bridge right here. So this does have a M249, so that's a better DP28.
Exactly, the 5.56 DP28 I would say, and a better one I would say, as we are going to see the drop out there housing a M249 along with with some 5.56 bullets. It's also got the level 3 backpack vest as well as the helmet, so I think
we're going to be looking at team number 5. They are going to be getting into this 2-story building, and right above them is going to be team number 15. Actually not, they're going to be right across them.
Exactly, they're just landing right across them, so I think this is going to be another fight at the moment, as they have actually left out team number 10, and they are
but look at team number 5 right here. They don't really have any healing. They spent most of their healing just trying to combat team number 10 back in farm, and right now they don't really have anything to heal themselves. They are all pretty low, and even though they do have enough stuff for themselves, even though they have the numbers advantage, I believe that if one of their players gets knocked out, team number 15 will have the definitive advantage right of now. And we're going to be looking at Cool Volcano right here. He's just going to be camping down the stairs, making sure that he will be able to spot out any of these players coming in first, and most of his teammates are also going to be backing him up. And we're going to be looking at team number 1, one of his players, okay, he's just going to be stuck to a rock or something. Look at that.
That's quite. He's still in the zone, so I don't think that is going to be really. That's actually going to be any kind of danger for him, because the drop is somewhere close around to that. It was quite across the sea out there, so I think he won't be having any issue going out there. While we are going to see team number 15 player, he's going to knock out. Oh my God, he's going to knock out 3 people out there. If he's going to take out the 4th guy, he is going to go and he's going to knock out. Oh my god, 3 people going down at the moment for team number 5. It's all out to Ansh Bhatia. Can he actually survive at the moment? As Cool Volcano is going to take down 3 people at the moment, and he's going to spot Ansh Bhatia right now. He's going to revive, but no, he's actually going to cancel it. The UAV coming out there, but now it is going to be Ansh who is going to win it for them, as team number 10's last player is outside. I mean, 2 of the players from team number 10 are outside with their vehicles. So that was a really good fight coming out there for team number 5, as we are going to see team number 14 going to team number 17. But no, 2 of them are going to get knocked out at the moment. That is going to leave just about 1 person alive for his team, as team number 14's 1 player is going to get traded out with that kill, as they are making their way on to team number 7 at the moment, as team number 17
they actually have to be careful because team number 17 is right behind them, and even though they did use that buggy to their advantage, team number 17, they did get 1 kill, so they I don't think they're oblivious to the fact that they are right opposite to them, as they are going to be looking at team number 14's. One of their players is going to go down, while team number 17's another player is going to get traded out right now. Deadshot is going to be going for, he does have that level 1 helmet which looks like a watermelon. He actually has a watermelon skin onto that level 1 helmet. You know, that is kind of funny right there. We are going to be looking at team number 23 actually making their way into the compound, and this is going to be kind of weird right now, as we are going to be looking at team number 17's Red Star Polari. He is going to be onto this 2-story building. He is going to be going forward, while actually he's just going to be floating as he's trying to jump over his teammate, while team number 23 right here, they are going to be making their way through that bridge, and I guess they will be in one of the safest positions right now, not away from any fights.
And I really don't think so, because the next zone is not going to actually favor that place, because the white zone, which is currently right in the southern part of the map, it's not really touching, it's not really going deep inside the southern island. It's just, you know, touching the border of it, especially till the bridge. So I don't think that is really going to work out for them, as the zone is going to close in right now. We see team number 17, 14 as well as 7 in the same arc at the moment. Can they actually pick up a fight right now? I think it's going to be pretty possible.
Well, they certainly
team
can.
Number 14 as well as team number 7, because they are in close vicinity and they are
and
near
team
the bridge.
14 has the higher ground advantage right now, because team number 7 is actually not really in bridge. They are below bridge, and if they have to make their way to the southern continent, they will have to climb upstairs, and to do that they will have to meet team number 14 right there. And look at team number 14, they're not really in open space, they are onto that sniper watchtower right there. So that is going to be an advantage coming in, and we're going to be looking at Red Star Polari. He's going to be okay.
He's actually stuck out there trying to get that vehicle out, and I don't think he's even going to make it. And that is probably going to knock him out if he is not really going to go out right now, because it is going to damage a little bit, because this zone is going to go really quick at the moment, as the next zone is going to be really far for team number 5 at the moment, as Anj as well as Ashir are taking a lot of damage from the zone, and they are going to be pretty near, and the last 2 people from team number 5 are going to have a hard time getting inside, while we are going to see the M24 coming out there from Vikas Vichu is going to spot out 1 person into the sea. Oh, he's actually going to see all the 3 people from team number 7, as he is going to go and try to do a lot of damage to 2 people from team number 7, and we are just going to wait and see if we can take down all the 3 people, because if you are going to get knocked down out there, it's not really going to help you out. You're just going to drown instantly, which is going to make you a confirmed kill. So this is going to be really tricky.
Oh, I really like what Vikas is doing right here. He's actually not going to be contesting them as they are trying to go to swim. They are going to be, he is going to be going on top of the bridge, just getting into the southern continent before they do. So he will have a better advantage. And look at the zone right here. This is a completely crazy zone. The southern zone, which we have seen really rarely in the live stream, it is actually going to be going towards the western side of the southern continent, and this is going to be quite a bit of an open space. There is going to be a little bit of a ridge coming in towards the outer side of the road, so we will be able to see people just sticking to the shoreline, because that is going to be an easy way to survive. While we are going to be looking at Vikas from team number 14, he is going to be scuttling about trying to make his way to the southern side of the continent. If he reaches there faster than team number 7, he will be able to get the advantage, and he will be able to get the kill onto team number 7, as they are still in the water.
But all of them are going to get hit by the zone, because this is going to be the 4th zone. He is trying to cap out the bridge, but no, he is going to miss out team number 5's players, who are going to get, as they are finally going to go inside the zone for the first time in about a lot of time right now, as team number 5, team number 7 and team number 14 are right outside the zone along with team number 13, as we just see about 2 teams coming inside the white circle. So this is going to be really hard for team number 14 as well as 7. They are taking a lot of damage right now, and they have a long way to go as well. So we may actually see team number 14's Vikas going on for the drop, but no, he is not. He is going to go for the heal, and I think he will be going for the drop as well. Let's actually see if he can actually have the range at the moment, because team number 7 are quite in close vicinity, and he's actually going to spot these these people out. He's finally going to spot these people out, and he is going to get, he probably can't get a kill, as one of team number 7's players are already knocked out, because one more person from team number 14, as they are going to get a lot of damage because the zone has already settled. So there is, I really feel that there is no way.
He's walking at the wrong direction.
Exactly. That is what is going to make me feel that he probably will not be able to survive.
I don't think he's going to survive.
Because the medkit is something which is going to be right on. Oh my god, that was an on point healing coming out there from.
But I don't think that is going to do anything right now, because he does not have any kind of boost right here. Okay, he does have boost, but I don't think he will be able to make it, because we are going to be looking at the zone actually closing in, and I don't think he will be able to make it, even though he has 3 first aid kits, and he will need a vehicle perhaps. And okay, look at there is going to be a buggy right in front of him, so we still have hope for Vikas right here. He probably can go to the buggy and will be able to get to the safe zone pretty fast, while one of team number 14's players, he is already near the buggy. So I guess this is going to be something which he can go for. So what do you actually think about this? Do you think Vikas Vikul can survive this tangle? Because I certainly think that he will not be able to.
I don't know. I don't really think he can, because he is going to go on to the next zone as well. He is taking a lot of damage as well, and one of his teammates is going to go down. And given that he's just got 1 health kit with him along with the bandages, I really think that this is going to be really hard. He is somewhere close to the zone, but I think that is not really enough for him, as we are going to look at team number 18, who are diagonally across team number 9 at the moment, right inside the white zone. So let's actually see if there is going to be a fight at the moment, and I don't think there is going to be any.
And we're going to be looking at team number 18 right here over in these buildings, and it seems as though they are going to be in quite a little bit of a pickle, as team number 18, they are going to be cooking up that grenade right here, and that is going to be landing over there in the room where team number 9 was, and that is not going to be able to do any damage, but that is certainly going to rattle their pants, as they don't really have a lot of grenades themselves. And team number 18, they can certainly keep on doing this, while they're going to be looking at Kriyaga 20 right here. He will be able to get some grenades in the ground floor in the building where he is in, and with that Scorrel, with that extended mag, he might just be able to hold off team number 18's play. And we're going to be looking at Soul Frost right here. He will be able to spot the head of one of the players from team number 9, and he will be able to get that knockout pretty easily. But sadly, the grenade coming in from team number 9, that will be able to get the knockout instead, while Norbu, he is going to be rotating around, just getting into the outside of the building, while the grenade is going to get thrown. Not the grenade, the smoke is going to get thrown, so he will be able to try to save his teammate. The grenade trying to get cooked by Norbu right here. He needs to be careful, and we're going to be looking at him actually shooting with that AK, and he will be able to tag one of the team number 9 players, that is, I believe, Kriga 70, and this is going to be quite a little bit of a situation right here. Norbu, he needs to be careful. He is onto the outside, and one of the players from team number 9, he might be able to make the flank right now, as we are going to be looking at the zone. It is kind of a difficult place, because team number 9 and team number 18 are the only ones inside of the white zone, while team number 16 and team number 7, I believe, are going to be the ones in the blue zone, and they will have to make their way. And this seems to be the perfect time for them to make their way, because it seems as though team number 9 and team number 18, they are in quite a bit, they are in a fight, and I don't think that they are going to be noticing people trying to move from behind.
But I feel team number 9's player, who is right on top of that building, is going to spot out a lot of people coming out there, because the zone is going to move out anytime soon. And it's going to be Captain Charisma who is going to see if he can actually spot out people, as the grenade is going to be, he's actually going to get cooked out by Soul Blaze, as he is going to go and try to take down one person. He's actually going to take down one over here, as well as Shiva Kamal, who is going to get knocked out as well. And this is going to turn in favor of their team. Team number 18 have this moment, and this is the moment they have been waiting for a long time, as one of their teammates is going to get knocked out, and I think Soul Blaze has no idea that he is right in front of him, who is going to make his way right on top of that stairs. But then the damage has already been done at the moment, as Nobo is going to go and try to take down guys who are knocked out at the moment, and that is going to be the end of team number 9's players, as 2 of them are still alive into this. As let's actually see if they can actually try to pull something out of this, because clearly team number 18 have the numbers advantage, even though it's going to be 3 versus 2 at the moment. We are just left with 12 people and 5 teams, and about 3 teams have already made it into the zone. Team number 7, 18 as well as 16, and also team number 9, that makes it 4, as we are going to see the other team from right outside the blue zone trying to make their way inside, because the zone is going to close right now, and Nobo is going to change the mess which he had inflicted right in the start, as that is actually going to be one person from team number 9 alive yet. And
Yeah, I guess this is going to be kind of difficult because team number 9, the player who is alive, he is kind of outside of the building, so they have to be careful. Team number 18, they can get flanked from behind, while we are going to be looking at team
my God, that is actually team number 1's player who has made it into the zone. This is something which I never predicted. The guy who actually landed on Ferry Pier, who was not actually able to get those kills, who was actually swimming and got stuck into that ridge. And he is into the final 11, I would say, and that is something really great because, in fact, he was just
Let's just hope that he get into the top 4, because the top 4 will be able to give him that chance to qualify for the next round.
I mean, all he has to do at the moment is just wait for one more team to go down, because that is going to go to his... That's actually going to help him out, because he was the only person coming out there, as we are going to see team number 18, Nobu, trying to take down any person which he can see. He is going to see a lot of people from team number 16, as one of their players are going to get knocked out. Actually, that is going to be another knockout there for team number 16's player, and there is Yours Karma, who is going to go down, as the revive is being made there, as he is going to get tagged, and Nobu has a clear idea that team number 16's players are out there, while team number 7's player unknown has taken a lot of damage from the zone as well as from team number 18's players. And I think Nobu has a clear idea where team number 7's players are. He's going to tag a lot of... Oh, he's actually going to see the knocked out player unknown for team number 7, and that is going to be one more person going down for team number 7, which is going to leave Wolverine as the last man alive from team number 7, while team number 1 has one person in their squad as well, whereas team number 18 have about 2 people, and team number 16's players are going to get knocked down as well, 3 of them getting knocked out, and that is going to be 2 of them getting knocked out, and it's just about for Hitman 047 to try to go for the revive, and I think that is going to be really hard, because if he's going to go for the revive, he's going to go and he'll actually go across, and he doesn't have much of time because the zone is going to close in, and luckily he's actually not into the zone, so this is going to be really hard. He's going to get a lot of damage from the zone. Is he going to revive it? But no, he is going to revive, and he's going to go down. That is going to be the end of their team. That is such a bad play coming out there from the team, and that is going to leave us just with about 4 teams, and it's going to be Captain Charisma who's going to go down, and that is about 3 teams alive, and it's still...
And team number 1 is still alive! And look at him! MD Saad Zubair! What a badass right here. Look at his team. He does not have any teammates. He got into the game solo, and he's just gonna be rambling about as 1 player from team number 7, 1 player from team number 1, and 2 players from team number 18 are going to be left alive. And it seems as though the zone is gonna be favoring neither of them, as team number 1, he is gonna be getting the short end of the stick. He is gonna be the furthest away from the white zone, as team number 7 will have to make the first move, and it seems as though team number 7, they think the only team which is going to be here is team number 18's team. And look at this right here, MD Saad Zubair, he has a Groza and all level 3 up.
I mean, he has so much healing, a lot of healing as well as a lot of drinks as well, so this is going to be really hard for team number 18 or team number 7, I would say. But one good thing on this thing is that he is going to go right in front, and he is going to see Wolverine. He's going to take him out, and that is going to leave us with a 1v2, and that is going to be team number... And it's going to be Soulfrost who is going to get the chicken dinner for his team. What a game this was, and that is going to be a chicken dinner for that team right now. Soulfrost as well as his teammates, both of them coming out. And look at that, there's actually 9 kills for him. That's actually the first time we are going to see someone.
9 kills for Soulfrost, and you know what? This guy carried his team really hard, and you know what? That is underestimating it a lot, because his team also played it impeccably well, and especially in that last zone, their positioning was just perfect. That was pakka perfect coming in from team number 18.
I mean, the way they timed the way from going into that white zone, the last zone going in, and that was actually apt timing, I would say, and that was pretty much well planned, I would say, and that really got them the chicken dinner, because they pretty much knew that it is going to be 2 other teams and 1 person from each team from that. So even though if they were going to go for a fight at the moment, they would have really saw that coming. So they had a really good advantage. The numbers game also coming into play, and with that, I would say that was a really good game. And
we still have to give comments to MD Saad Zubair from team number 1, a solo player, gets the 2nd place in a best of 1 match of the F9 Pro, Campus Championship PUBG Mobile, and this is quite a accolade by himself. He survived solo, while many others behind him just failed with 4 other people. Like, that is something.
I mean, like, I have seen a lot of people coming in the top 4 with just 1 person alive in the team, but this is actually the first time we actually saw him. We actually saw a person, just about 1 person in the team, dropping right down to Spheri Priya, where about 2 more teams were there. to his both sides.
I felt really excited. I felt like my heart was actually going for this guy. I was rooting for this guy because he was a solo player, he was a badass, and he made sure that he actually made the second place over in this tournament. And even though a lot of his plays were scored upon, he still did manage to get 2 kills. And you know what? That is an accolade worthy of itself. And without any delay, ladies and gentlemen, something which you guys have been waiting for a long time, and that is gonna be the winner of one of these OPPO F9 Pros in the giveaway. But we are not going to be announcing it just yet because there is going to be a short commercial break, and you guys have a little time window where you can get yourself a chance to win one of these. So just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and comment down below exclamatory mark PUBG Mobile in all caps. I repeat, exclamatory mark PUBG Mobile in all caps. So we will be seeing you guys after a short commercial break, so don't go anywhere and stay tuned.
OPPO Selfie Expert.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was one hell of a grueling PUBG Mobile game, and I was all pumped up during the last two zones because we witnessed a lot of action, a lot of kills, and
like I can see my sweat right here.
Got. Exactly. I was all butterfingers at the moment, even though I was looking at the game, but it was really interesting, and I was really hyped up for the last 3-4 people who were alive, and especially for the guy who came finished.
Team number 1.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he was going solo, and he did have a really good chance, but sadly, you know what, the numbers game really did come into play and he was not able to make it. But without any further ado, because you know, I'm pretty sure that you guys are just getting tired again and again about me fanboying about Zubair right here, because you know, he did play really well, but what you guys care about right now is
who wouldn't
I mean, I'm pretty sure that he was, you know, pulling onto your heartstrings also, because you know, that is someone who we all want to be, that solo guy who's just going to be wiping out 99 people from the map. But you know, not a lot of us get to do that. But without any further ado, we are going to be announcing the winner of the OPPO F9 Pro. But before doing that, you know what? We are going to be giving you guys a little rundown on what the OPPO F9 is really about. And the OPPO F9 Pro is actually one of the best premium phones. And okay, without any
we are actually going to see the guy who is going to get this premium phone with the 6.3-inch screen, and that is going to be Santosh Raj. Congratulations, we congratulate you for winning this, and now you can actually get these phones, and now you can start playing PUBG Mobile with its immersive display, which is going to get you a lot of chicken dinners. Once again, thank you guys for watching this, and without you guys this wouldn't have been possible. Huge shout out to all you guys, as well as our sponsors OPPO, for making this happen, and also for you for bringing these two phones for you guys for everyday streams, so that you guys can win this and have a really good experience of PUBG Mobile as well as this phone.
And you know what? And you know, you guys don't really have to go anywhere. Just strap on your seatbelts, just grab yourself some popcorn, because we are going to be playing the highlights of yesterday's match, that is day 5's match. So just we'll be right back up with the second game.
We will actually be back with the second game right after you watch the highlights. And you know, we were hyping it up for a long time.
Also the second giveaway winner.
Exactly. So you would actually know how it felt in yesterday's game if you actually missed it. So we'll be back with about a few more minutes, and you can actually chill out and watch the highlights and get your popcorn as well as your frying pans ready, because we have another chicken dinner and another phone to give away after the short break.
OPPO Selfie Expert.
Is going to, that's going to feel the game out there, and we actually see another who is still alive in this. And if he can get taken down, he can get taken down as well. And there you go, that is going to be a lot of gunshots at that. And you see one of the number 10 players getting knocked down. That's going to be another one, I guess. It's going to be something that's some power. He's going to take another one as well. Team number 6 players is going to get knocked out. That is 2 knockouts in favor of team number 10 and team number 6 as well. So this is a bloodbath, like I just said. And that is going to be a bad abuse coming out there from Profit. As he's going to go down and he's going to get the teammates in trouble. There is going to be another guy, and that is going to be the end of team number 6 out there. One not hold any form of player. He's going to take one time. As J18, is going to go up on top of the field. But we are going to see team number 14 players rallying up and trying to take him down. And we are seeing team number 15 players don't try to stop. He's going to take one. Oh, but then he has got a healer attack, and that is going to give them a lot of time. Go for the heel, young man, because this is going to be a moment. But no, I don't think that is going to be the case. I think he's going to fall to his own, and that is going to be team number 13 taking the chicken dinner of this game. What was he thinking? I thought he actually had it. He didn't. Oh my God, that was pretty close. I would say.
All of the city's places, and we're actually going to be looking at team number 17 right here. They are going to be getting the first kill, but it seems as though team number 3 is also going to get knocked down. So team number 17, one of their players outside that, and he is going to go again. I don't think he is quite. Oh, he is quite oblivious to the fact, but I think he has. That was really good reaction coming out there from Swapin, trying to take it out, and he takes down one of their players from team number 3 as he is getting taken out by Psycho Dean out there. We see one of team number 6's player also getting knocked out, and we actually see 2 people. Probably be the end of team number 6 at the moment, because Lakit Baga is making his way, and he is going to take down both the people who are going to be knocked out. He did not spot out Psycho Dean out there, and that is something which is really sad. Gets that kill onto Sachin right there, and we're going to actually be looking at the VSS coming in from team number 14, Aditya. He's actually going to try to go for a kill, but sadly he's going to get knocked.
Something that is quite unexpected. The smoke coming out there, trying to make sure team number 22 players who are right next to the Dacia are pretty safe, making sure Burger from team number 20 is making his smoke, and the Molly coming out there is going to do a lot of damage onto Hero Prime as well as his teammate, as he does not realize that there is a guy right behind him, and they are making their way. Oh, I think he's going to go down. He's going to go down, I guess, because the bandage is going to take some time. Oh, but there is a guy right now, so all he has to do is wait and try to heal himself, because the next zone is going to come in about 10 more seconds, and he's actually healing while Official Noob is actually making the shots onto him. So that actually stopped the healing for a moment, and he's going to stop it again, but I think that is going to go and bite him right at the back, because the zone is going to move out right now. All he has to do is but then he has enough time to go for that healing, and now we are going to see who is going to get that kill right now, because Official Noob is jumping from the last 5 minutes trying to take out the guy, as they are trying to go for the backstab, trying to go for the flank right at the moment, as Cloud9 Retro is going to go inside the zone and try to take him down. He's going to get a lot of damage outside the zone as well, and that is going to be another kill for team number 18 players, as Official Noob is going to get knocked down. And there you go, that is the end of the game, as Chunsang is going to make sure that his team is going to get the chicken dinner. It was pretty sad that Official Noob was, their team was in an upper hand.
OPPO Selfie Expert.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Old Wear, also known as Siddharth Prashant, and joining me for game number 2 is...
This is Tango, also known as Sriram Vishal. We just witnessed some grueling action of PUBG Mobile, and you just witnessed some of the highlights. And we also saw who the winner was on the first giveaway of the OPPO F9 Pro.
And you know what? Congratulations, because this is not going to be the only OPPO F9 Pro mobile phone, because we are going to be giving you guys one more mobile phone, not this one. We are going to be giving out this mobile phone for you guys. So all you have to do is go down to the PUBG Mobile official India YouTube channel, where we are going to be streaming this. Hit subscribe, hit like, and share this video to your friends. And most of all, comment down below, exclamatory mark PUBG Mobile in all caps. I repeat, exclamatory mark PUBG Mobile in all caps, and with that you will be eligible to win one of these beautiful OPPO F9 Pro.
I mean, not just beautiful, it comes up with a lot of features as well, and those features are going to help you out with getting a lot of more chicken dinners, because it comes with a 6.3-inch phone and also an immersive display, which is not really going to, even though if you have some sweaty hands and all of that, it also comes up with a water smudge proof technology, which is going to help you make sure that those fingers are not really going to press the trigger button as good as they
you don't want to like reveal your position or something just because you have those butter fingers and you just couldn't stop tapping that goddamn phone. So this OPPO F9 Pro is gonna be a little bit more for you guys, because you will not be able to make those little amateur mistakes. And it does not only come with this display unit, because it also has this 3.5k mAh battery, and it can charge really fast. It has the Vivo OC fast charge, so with just 5 minutes of charge you can talk for 2 full hours. And me being a gamer myself, I just went home yesterday, I charged it for like 20 minutes and I could play all night. I got around 10 chicken dinners. Believe me, I'm telling you guys the truth.
I understand if you said you played about 10 times, but you getting chicken dinner?
Okay.
Not my case.
Okay. Okay, that is, fair enough. Me being me, that is something which you guys will not believe, but I am going to be standing by that statement. But we are going to be going into game number 2's lobby pretty soon, so don't go anywhere. Just strap on your seat belts, grab yourself some popcorn, and get yourself a drink, because this is going to be one hell of a ride.
OPPO Selfie Expert.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this second game of today's stream, where we are going to see which team around this is going to get the chicken dinner, as we are looking at the lobby where people are getting connected and who are getting readied up for their game right now. We are going to see team number 13 with Ryuk 3700 and Tom Cruise 1012, and we got Psycho Margin and Panzer Flex for their team, as we are going to have John Wick 1205.
John Wick. I mean, like, you can just expect him with a bunch of, pistols and assault rifles, just being able to storm through one of these buildings and just...
And speaking about pistols and rifles, the other person in his team is going to be Martin Rambo.
Yeah, I mean, Rambo, you know what? Rambo is more like an SMG guy, while John Wick is more like a pistols and assault rifle kind of guy.
So you're telling me, it's going to be John Wick who is going to carry that team during the first few minutes of the game, and then it's going to be Martin Rambo.
Hey, no, it's in reverse. Actually, Martin Rambo is going to be going all Rambo, probably even dying, while John Wick is going to be carrying them, because you know how the legend goes. John Wick is kind of immortal, and Martin, like, Rambo is... his story is kind of sad. Like, he has to be in those Vietnam War or something like that, and he's just gonna be like jumping around like Conan. He looks like Conan but fights like John Wick. That is what Rambo is all about. And maybe we can expect something like that coming in from Martin Rambo.
I mean, yes, could be. It's just about us to wait and watch what is going to happen, as we are going to see team number 15 and 16 people from their team just trying to connect at the moment, as we will actually be going into the game pretty soon. As I would like to give a shout out at this moment to all you guys who are participating, wishing you all the very best in your tournament. As also, I would like to give a shout out to all the people who are viewing this, because without you guys this wouldn't have happened. And also for OPPO for getting all these and making it happen, as well as these two phones which you had actually watched some time back. And mind you, just one more phone remaining of today's giveaway, and it's just about time for you guys to go down into the comment section and just type !PUBG Mobile all in caps if you want to be one of those lucky guys who are going to get those PUBG Mobile phones. And for the people who really couldn't participate in this tournament, I think this is something you can actually participate on, at least towards the end of the tournament as well. So I think that's something we really
I mean, it doesn't matter that if you did not get a slot in this tournament, if you're going to be watching this live stream, if you're going to be watching a game of PUBG Mobile, I possibly assume that you also play PUBG Mobile, because if not, why are you here? And if you are playing PUBG Mobile, you still are a lucky person, because PUBG Mobile is one of the most beautiful games to come in the mobile segment. And you know what? This is going to be really huge. This esport tournament worth 50 lakhs. I mean, 50 lakhs is a lot, and for a student, that's a lot of pocket money. I mean, I struggled a lot in my college days. I had to cry, beg my parents, just fall on their knees and be like, hey, can like, I had to ask them for 100 rupees. I had to go through all that ordeal, while you guys have it really easy. You just have to play this game and be good at it, and you will get, like, what? The major share of 50 lakhs.
I mean, yes, the winner is going to get about 15 lakhs, which is a huge share of money, a lion's share, I would say. And that's not even going to be less for the second and third, because they're going to get something around that as well. So I think if you are actually going to qualify to the main event, that is actually going to give you a lot of exposure, and actually we are going to get all the good teams out there in the main event. So we are going to give all these guys a really good opportunity to showcase their PUBG Mobile talent as well, because given that this tournament is going to go for people from the universities and colleges, we are actually getting some young blood who are going to play
the next generation of gamers. The next generation of gamers are going to be one of the best coming in, because the previous generation, they usually played in PC and their consoles. Meanwhile, the new generation, they are going to be completely in mobile, and the benchmark setting game for this is going to be PUBG Mobile, because this is one of the best mobile esport games coming in.
And I mean, yes, we are actually seeing the best mobile game at the moment right now in I guess worldwide as well, as we are actually going to see who is going to be the best team among them, as we will be back with some live action of the second game of today's stream. We'll be back after a short break with live action coming in.
OPPO Selfie Expert. OPPO Selfie Expert.
And welcome back to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be getting into the game of PUBG Mobile. So this is going to be the second game for today's live stream. And talking about the second game, you know, the first game was really well. The first game was pretty goddamn amazing because we did see the guy who actually got second place, not guys mind you, a guy, because he was the sole player for his team and he somehow managed to qualify for the next round. So you know, that is really good coming in. And let's actually look at what kind of a skin we are going to be seeing, as the Royale Pass is going to be rolling in anytime soon.
Oh, we've actually got a guy with a level 100 Royale Pass, and he is being rewarded with an ordinary airplane.
I think that is silver or something, man, because it just got a little bit more shiny, you know, just showing off your bling. And you know, courtesy to Jatu, who has a level 100 Royale Pass, as you said. Yeah, ordinary airplane.
I mean, but yeah, this is actually the first time we are seeing someone in about a lot of time who has got more than about 80 or something in their levels. So that is actually the first of many, I would say, as we are looking at the plane, as it's actually going on. It's starting on right from Novo, going all the way up to right in between Shooting Range and Severny. And this is actually the first time we're going to see I guess for the first time we're going to see a plane route coming out there right from the southwestern part of the map and going up all up to the you know, the northern side.
And we're actually going to be looking at the people who are going to be landing. It's just going to be a completely typical landing. I don't think anybody is going to be going to Georgia Pole anytime soon. Maybe as the first circle kicks in, maybe they'll be going for that. Meanwhile, over in the southern continent, we're going to be looking at team number 15 getting into Novo, team number 25 just getting down over those shores. And I don't think any of those shores really have a lot of loot. Maybe that little lighthouse right there can house a little bit of loot, but not enough for
it's not enough for 3 or 4 people, because landing in those kind of spots out there is just going to get you some pistols or probably even 1 or 2 SMGs, but that actually is not going to fill your team with a lot of loot. as we are going to look at team number 4 right now, who are making their way onto those garages over there, while you know, the other players from his team are trying to see if they can actually take some loot from the other buildings right across school. So let's actually see if they are quite lucky, because we actually see Last Ranger from team number 4 with his DP28 as well as a shotgun. So that's not really bad, I would say, because given that the DP28 with the 4x is really deadly, as we had seen in the previous game, that actually made me flabbergasted, I would say, because I've never seen someone get about 2 knockouts or even 3 knockouts just with a DP28 and a 4x, as we are going to see the zone coming in towards the towards the south eastern side of the map. You know, it's favoring more of the eastern side, with prison and mansion being the center points of that zone, and I think the next zone has every probability of coming out towards that side, as we are seeing a lot of teams coming out there and taking some loot from the shelter as well as prison.
We actually saw 2 teams going to Zorgi, and you know what, this is a pattern which we have been seeing consistently, that most of these cities which don't really house a lot of loot, like Zorki and Kameshki, actually getting contested by a lot of these teams. And meanwhile, over in Yasnaya, we are actually going to be looking at team number 21 and one other team actually in Yasnaya. So this is going to be a bloodbath incoming, and they are quite into the zone, so I don't really think they're going to be trying to go for an escape or something. They're just going to be standing down and fighting, as we are going to be looking at team number 21's Litness right here. He is going to be having a score L, and he is up against team number 14, so this is going to be quite a little bit of a tough situation. I guess the players who are going to be spotting out the
Oh my god, he is making that jump out there, but he was lucky enough he didn't fall. But the shot coming out there from team number 14's player is going to make him fall down, while he is going to take 2 knockouts out there. What a game coming out there from team number 21. He is going to try to take down both the people who are going to get knocked out, but he gets knocked out instead from John Wick over there from team number 14, who is right on top of that ledge, and he is going to get taken down, as well as he is just going to be with just one more player from team number 14, who is in the 2nd floor of the building. And we are just going to see anytime soon that team number 21 are going to make the revive onto his teammate, and they are going to try to scout out where team number 14's player is, because one of team number 14's player is knocked out already, and the other one is actually making the jump outside the building, and I think Ramon has actually fallen him down, and he's going to take him down. He's actually taking a long time to aim, but he is going to do the job which he was supposed to. Yeah,
the S12K is
coming out really handy, because I feel that is one of the shotguns which is going to really help you out, even though it comes with attachments which can be used on an assault rifle.
I mean, if you want to go really crazy in a game of PUBG Mobile, just go ahead and hit a suppressor onto that S12K, because not really, you know, practical sense coming in from the S12K, but you know, just for shits and giggles, you can do that. And we are going to be looking at team number 21 utterly wiping out team number 14. And mind you, team number 14 actually had Rambo and John Wick, and
we
hyped it up way too much for Rambo and John Wick, and sadly their team was actually the first one to get knocked out.
But actually they went all Rambo, but they really didn't get the kills, which were actually supposed to be a lot of...
A plot twist in that movie right there, as John Wick and Rambo go down. And meanwhile,
as we are actually going to see Pochinki at the moment being contested by 3 teams, team number 10, 18 as well as 24, while 8 and 24 are in close proximity. And Red Zone is going to add the 4th element into this, given that only 3 teams are out there. Let's actually see if there is going to be a fight at the moment, because going out right now is not going to be really fruitful, because the Red Zone is going to come out, and it's just actually settled, I would say.
Well, yeah, the Red Zone has settled right now, and we are going to be looking at team number 24 just getting onto that 3-story building, while team number 10 is actually not really inside of the city just yet. Team number 24 right here onto this 3-story building, 3 of them actually in 1 floor right there. I guess that is a 3-man squad, so they are at their fullest potential, while team number 18 still has 4 people. Team number 10 has 2 people, one of them actually in the other side of the street. So I guess that is just good dispersion of loot coming in for team number 10, while a lot of the rest of their teammates are actually going to be making their way into Pochinki. I just hope that they don't get spotted out by either team number 18 or team number 24, because this is going to be one hell of a match, as we are going to be looking at team number 10 with the S686 coming in. So that is one of the strongest shotguns coming in, and Newbie Naveen is actually going to be playing that. You know, Newbie Naveen, that name just rings a lot of it just sounds really pleasant. And he also is going to be getting an M16, so that long range factor coming in for Nubi Naveen, as he is going to be going for the loot onto this 2-storied building, and we are going to be looking at a bird's eye view of Pochinki, so you guys can see exactly the positions of most of these players. So we see 3 players from team number 10. Actually, one of their players
going to see one of team number 10's players knocking out one of team number 18's players, and he's going to go for the kill. But team number 18's player is going to tag a lot of damage onto Lovely Gree from team number 10, and he is going to get knocked out as well. And that is something he shouldn't have done. And that is going to be 1 kill down for XPD, as they are going to go for the revive. The smoke's coming out there from his teammates, trying to revive the guy who was knocked down. As we actually see about just 2 more people, just three more people coming out there from team number 10, as team number 24's one person is actually right in the middle of that thing.
Well, we are going to be looking at team number 24 in that building actually, so they are not really making any moves as of now, and it seems as though their position has not been compromised. We are going to be looking at Wolverine right here with his Carl. He's just going to be scouting around, making sure that none of the players from team number 10 or team number 24, which I believe they don't have an idea that they're there, he's just making sure that nobody is going to be interrupting the healing process coming in for team number 18's players, as he did get knocked down by the team number 10's player, who eventually got killed. And we're going to be looking at team number 18's That Boy right here, and team number 10's Ajit 7013 and Nubi Naveen. So Nubi Naveen really having the best gear out of his teammates, and we are going to be looking at one of team number 10's players actually getting knocked down. So this is going to be quite a bit of a situation that team number 10 has landed in, as only 2 of their players are going to be safe. And look at team number 10's players. He's actually in the building where team number 24 is housed. So
but it is going to be really risky for team number 10 to get out, because it's actually the 3rd time we are going to see the red zone coming right onto Pochinki, as one of team number 10's players are already out, and there is another guy who is knocked out. So they are trying to bait him out, but I don't think that is actually a good idea should they want to go and contest it, as we are going to see the drop popping in right here, right to the right in front of Milta. So I think team number 3 as well as team number 11 have a good chance of getting it, but I think team number 3 are even more close, so I think they can just take this away, and the escape route is going to come in the form of team number 3's players who are going to come with their vehicles. So I think as we are switching back to Pochinki, we are going to see Nubi Naveen with that UAZ trying to go and save his teammate out there, but no, he's actually not going for his teammate.
Well, I guess he does have another player in that UAZ who might try to save him, as he's. I think he just tried to clear it out. I think he just tried to clear out that building, but I don't know if he actually saved his teammate or not. Meanwhile,
oh no, he didn't save his teammate. He just died right now. Oh my God, that is quite a tragedy coming out there for team number 10, and that is something which I guess nobody expected, because he actually made it with the UAZ, and I thought if in case it was a fight or something like that, he would be lost, but that seemed to not be the case, as we are going to look at team number 3.
Chuchu Bag has an AUG, a ghillie suit, and I assume he also has a level 3 gear. He took the level 3 helmet, and he is going to be sticking with the level 1 vest. I think his other teammate actually took the level 3 vest, and mind you, team number 3 only has 2 people, so both these people have good loot, and they also have a vehicle for themselves, so they can get further into the game if they're not going to be stopping by and taking unnecessary fights. And we're going to be looking at team number 3 right here, and team number 2 right now, they are actually in a little bit of a pickle, as we just saw one of their players getting tagged, and I guess I don't think he actually got tagged. We are going to be looking at him just trying to run into the blue zone, and yes, they are getting tagged by the blue zone obviously, and the buggy coming in from team number 2, they are going to be leaving one of their players behind, as he is going to be going onto the UAZ right next to them, while team number 3, they are going to be near shelter, and I don't think anybody actually landed in shelter.
I mean, there's actually a couple of guys landed on shelter, I mean, and some of them actually went onto the buildings near school, and they actually went on a shelter, but I'm really surprised why people are not around that place. Probably they would have moved somewhere else, given that the zone is
look at this, team
and
number 18.
That is kills coming out there from Jade from XPD, team number 18, I would say. And I really haven't tried something like this. 5 points for you.
Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of tricks coming into PUBG Mobile, and we are going to be looking at the grenade getting picked
he's
up by
actually
him.
going to spot a lot of people from team number 24. Beautiful play coming out there from XPD's Tulsia, as well, as he is going to knock out one person from team number 24, given that Venky Hunter from team number 24 is already knocked out
and killed actually. So team number 24 only has 2 more people. One of their players is going to be knocked down, and we are going to be looking at Yeah, that is. They only have 2 people, and we're going to be looking at team number 24's player. He is going to be getting into. Oh my God, this is actually not something which a lot of people know. He is going to be getting right in the middle of that roof right there, so he is going to be in a little bit of a safe situation. All these grenades getting thrown until they actually spot out that little hole where he's crawled himself into. They will not be able to kill him right now. So team number 18, they are going to be getting into this building. They will not be able to spot out team number 24's last player. They did manage to wipe out the rest of his team though.
So this is crazy. This is crazy plays coming out there from Virat Kohli from team number 24, as well known for making crazy plays, just like his name suggests. This is something which I don't think team number 18 would have been prepared for, because look at that.
I mean, look at this guy. This guy is gonna be, you know, if there was an award for being the sneakiest player alive, I guess Virat Kohli. Oh my God! Okay, I guess that Tulsia from Team XPD actually figured out the position of his players.
In fact, he was the guy who actually climbed onto the roof of the building just with the help of the door. And I really should have known that this guy is capable of doing all this.
This guy probably knows Pochinki in and out. I think he probably knows it better than his own city where he lives in, because his game sense is on point, and he somehow managed to get that last kill onto team number 24's player, and that is going to be team number 18 getting the power play coming in onto Pochinki, while team number 10, with only 2 of their players left, we are going to be seeing Nubi Naveen and Ajit 7013. They are going to be the only ones left, and it does not seem like they have good loot. We are going to be
got a Car 98 as well, along with his shotgun. That's something like I've never seen this combination.
I mean, Car 98
probably because he doesn't have a lot of loot out there, even though he went on to Pochinki.
Well, the Car 98K certainly is one of the gems which you can pick up, but the Car 98K is not really going to help you out in these close range fights. And we are going to be looking at the blue zone, which will close in pretty soon. Oh, okay, we are going to be looking at Tulsia.
Tulsia is going to get another one as well. I think if you want to look at where, if you actually want to look at where team number 18 Tulsia is going to go, you shouldn't be looking anywhere in the ground or anywhere in green patches. You should be looking at the sky, because there will be some point of time where he's going to come right away from the roof of some other building and try to come and kill you, because that is what he is doing throughout this game at this moment. He's just going on top of those roofs.
This is not PUBG Mobile he's playing. He's just playing Assassin's Creed or something, because we are going to be looking at him just jumping around, just making sure that he uses the verticality which Pochinki gives at its maximum potential. He is spotting out most of these players, which a lot of these other players from PUBG Mobile will be missing at first glance. And we're going to be looking at Ajit 7013. He is going to be the only player left for team number 10. And we did see Tulsia right there. Tulsia from team number 18. He did, I think that he well deserves that MVP play coming in. And I don't think that Ajit will be able to survive, because he is sticking around Pochinki way too long. And let's look at team number 9. Actually, we are going to be seeing a little bit of a bloodbath impending in Rozog, as team number 9 are only left with 2 players, while team number 4
have all their 4 players. So this is going to be the numbers advantage for team number 4, and given that the zone is going to touch, the blue zone is going to be at the border of Rozog, so that is going to allow team number 9 to come out of the building to make sure that they are going outside, they are going inside the white zone. So that should be allowing team number 4 to get these kills, and just like how I'm saying it, I think team number 9 are just going to go and fall into the trap set up by team number 4, as they are actually making their way inside the building, probably going for the last loot which they can take right before leading to the safe zone, as team number 4 are pretty much ready with all those vehicles out there, and they will be in hot pursuit of team number 9 should they try to escape this place.
Well, I guess the team number 4, the safest play they can make is just run away right now. Maybe, shoot up a bunch of these tires of these vehicles. So team number 9 really does not have an escape route, but it seems as though they're not really going to care about that. They do have 4 people, so they're just going to be making their way into a better place and a better survival chance, because PUBG Mobile is not really a predictable game. Even though you have 2 people and it seems like an easy way to get yourself a couple of kills, it's not really advisable, because things can go south pretty fast. And we're going to be looking at team number 23 right here. They are in a really bad situation, as we are going to be looking at team number 19 actually surrounding them. We are going to be looking at 2 players in their closest vicinity, while one of their players is going to be spotting them out towards their western side. So this is going going to be a little bit of a pickle for themselves. They have an M4. They are all level 2 geared up, and we are going to be looking at team number 19's Parveer coming in with the
He's actually going to take down one person right now, as one of team number 19's player is going to get knocked out, and Wolverine is going to get knocked out, but Purush third from team number 19 is going to get knocked out as well. A lot of trades coming in with these two teams in exchange, as we are going to see just one person alive from team number 19 at the moment, right near team number 23's spot. So this is going to be really tricky for them, as he actually needs to get his teammates out there really quick, because this is going to be really hard for him, as some of his teammates are going to get hit out there.
And we are going to be looking at the team number 19 right there. Team number 19 are really spread far apart. One of these players has to deal with team number 23, while the rest of them actually have to deal with team number 24. And just look at this right here. Team number 19's Zurakar, actually, I guess, because the 20 is...
It's 20 Prakar, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah, it's going to be 20 Prakar, who is going to snake it out at the moment. And he is going to spot out Shauna to 69 out there. He's going to spot out one more person there from team number 23. All of them in the same building. This is going to be really sad for them if they are going to go and try to take him down, because he is actually in a quite a good angle at the moment. So unless there are going to be 2 or 3 people from team number 23 going out and trying to take him down, it's not going to be really easy for them to go get that kill, I would say.
Well, we are going to be looking at team number 19 versus team number 23. This is going to be a hard situation, because we are going to be looking at one of team number 19's players actually dropping down because he was knocked out, and he did have that Car 98K, so that is a lot of loot going down the drain. And if team number 23 is actually going to be the victor of this little scuffle, they are going to be claiming all of their loot. And look at team number 23, they are going to be playing it a little bit safer. I believe that if they are going to be going for a flank play or something, they will be able to get an easy kill onto 20 Prakar. And we are going to be looking at Prakar right here. He is going to be going outside, while Agent Dave, they actually don't have an idea where Prakar is, but right now Prakar just empties the...
Oh my god, he just empties his magazine, and that is going to leave him in the face. He didn't have any time to reload, and that is allowing team number 23's Ricky to take him down with the help of his M16, as the loot is going to be his at this moment.
And that was the last player for team number 19, because his teammate actually got knocked down elsewhere. And you know what?
I mean, they were actually indulging in a fight with team number 18 sometime back, which we had just witnessed, while 3 of team number 19's players were actually in a fight out there, and all the 3 of them were knocked out, while the last guy was Prakar, incidentally, and he was there right fighting out with team number 23. And it really didn't work out for him, even though he had a good angle, but I think that was a good play coming out there from team number 23. And it looks like they are going to go outside the place out there. 2 vehicles for them, a Dacia as well as a UAZ. While we are going to look at team number 23's last survivor in that duo. It's going to be Choo back, who got the AUG from the drop as well as the ghillie suit. He's going to spot out Arya 0078, who was cooking up a nade out there, and he's got a good angle. He can probably take him out, because he really won't have an idea where it hit him from, as the smokes coming out there from team number 2 are actually going to help their case, as that is going to provide a distraction for team number 3's Choo back. But Arya has a clear idea there is someone who's infiltrated his base, and 2-3 other people are coming there from the other teams as well. So let's actually see how it's going to go out.
And we're going to be looking at Choo back. Actually, he needs to be careful, even though he has the ghillie suit, the AK which has been strapped to his back is going to be more visible, as they are going to be looking at that grass. And we are going to be looking at team number 2's Butcher right here, and one of his teammates also has a ghillie suit for himself. And we are going to be looking at Choo back right here. He is going to be perfectly camouflaged, and with the help of that compound, which is also going to be giving him a little bit more cover, I guess he can actually go for... Okay, we just saw team number 2's Butcher right here with his SLR, just making sure that he rains hell down to team number 23.
I'm even surprised how team number 23 made it, because they even flipped the car about 3 times, and still they were actually not able to get a lot of damage.
It's like a Michael Bay movie. It's like a Michael Bay movie coming in when team number 23 is involved. And okay, Choo back, oh my god, he got too impatient. He tried to go for the kill onto Arya, and you know what? I don't think he noticed that team number 2 were actually looking to their behinds, and we are going to be seeing team number 2's Butcher. He is going to be looting his comrade in ghillie suits.
I mean, yes, that is going to be 2 ghillie suits for team number 2 right now. So that is going to give them a lot of advantage if the zone come on to an open area like the one we are going to see right now. Team number 12 making their way right inside the blue zone, probably just trying to get inside the white zone as well, as Team 20 are making their way into the white zone, which is actually in between farm as well as mansion. So the blue zone is closing in right now, as we see one of Team 20's players actually getting down. They're not actually getting down, they are waiting at that place, and looks though as if Team 22 are going to have a fight anytime soon with Team 20 right now, because they are in close proximity. So I think this is just about time to see whether they are going to go and try to take it down, because we see Team 12 trying to rally up at here, where Team 23 are closely seated right now, and 3 of them are in the same building, I guess 3?
Okay, it seems as though 23 actually has 2 people into the bathrooms, and if they do lob a grenade inside, that is going to be 2 easy kills going their way.
But then it's going to be Shane who is going to take down one person from Team 23, and he's going to spot on one more as well. Gautam's going to spot on one more. He manages to get that shot out of Shaunok, which is going to allow Team 23 to make sure that 2 of their teammates are already knocked out. So it's not going to be pretty easy for them, as Team 12 are in a good advantage, even though they lost one person in that fight.
Oh, look at this. The grenade is going to get thrown, but the Molotov is going to make sure that Team 23 is going to be cooked inside of the bathroom like grilled chicken, and that is probably going to be the end of Team 23, as they are all going to be cooked alive into this little blue building. And Team 12, what a good play that was. They knew, they were not even hesitant. They could have just gone to the window opposite to the toilet, but no, they decided to play it a little bit safer. They played it perfectly. They threw the Molotov, and that resulted in an easy kill going their way, and an easy team wipe that too. So Team 12, accolades for them for making that good play, and we're going to be looking at Team 7 versus Team 5 right here, as they are.
Oh, we actually see 3 people from Team 5 getting knocked out, and that is going to leave just 1 person alive, and which is going to be Ali Faiz, I guess, and that is going to be against Soria Reddy, I guess. It's just going to be a 1 versus 1 at the moment. If Ali Faiz is not going to go for the revive, he actually goes for the revive, and that is going to allow Rip Hound to go outside and go for the heals. He's just got about 5 bandages right now, so if he's going to heal and do something, he's going to do it right away.
Oh,
Ali Faiz is going to take him down, and that is going to be the end of Team 7. That was sad play coming out there from Soria Reddy. He would have just gone for the heal. He had a lot of meds, and there was also a first aid right inside the room, so those are some questionable decisions coming out there from that team, as we are going to look at an aerial view of Team 9 as well as Team 11, just 2 against 4, and I think we are going to see a fight between both these teams right now. 2 of Team 9's players already into the building, while we see Team 11 making their way over here, but I think there is going to be a knockout coming out there, while we are going to switch between Team 16 as well as Team 8, while Team 4 are into the building. So this is a 3-way fight between all these 3 teams. 2 knockouts coming out there, and oh, coincidentally, that's going to be XPD's team. So Tulsia and all those people who were at Pochinki have moved on to this building, and let's actually see if they can survive, because a lot of teams are into this zone. So this is going to be really tricky for them to survive, as a lot of people are going to get tangled in that moment. A lot of teams, about 4 as well as Team 18, are there in the same building, so this is always going to be going either ways. The smoke's coming out there trying to distract all these teams, as this is going to be really close between these teams, because this is going to
I'm going to be putting my money onto Team 18, because obviously Tulsia and Team XPD, they have been playing phenomenally well since Pochinki. While meanwhile, we're going to be looking at Team 4. They are actually going to be taking threat both from Team 16 and Team 18, and it seems as though Team 18 really are not going to be revealing themselves to Team 16, so they're going to be a little bit more safer. But Team 4 onto the top floor, they're not really safe. And we're going to be looking at Team 16. They're actually going to be spreading wide. They are going to be running away, because Team 20, one of their players has actually made their way onto the hill where they're situated at. So they're just going to try to make sure that they change positions. They have also spotted the loot drop, so they're possibly going to be going for that, just get a free level 3 gear. And we are going to be looking at Jade right here coming in from Team 18.
Oh,
he is going to get spotted out
a lot, as well as he is actually making his way to see if he can spot out Hunter from Team 4. He actually spots him out with a 3rd-person advantage, and he's going to knock him down as well, and he spots another one as well, and can he actually go and try to take him on? He's going to get another as well, and what is going on? All of a sudden XPD are actually pulling his back, and this is what we were talking about. The way they are playing, their knowledge about the map and the knowledge about where people will be there, and that is actually helping them to get back every time they are put down, and this is actually a team to watch, and I think they have every chance.
I think these guys are going to be going a far distance in this game and even in the tournament, because they have been playing this phenomenally well. And look at that, all of them are fully geared and all of them are moving in a really cohesive and smooth fashion, and you saw it as the best example you could have seen in this fight right here. They moved onto the top floor cohesively. They made sure that one of their players with the SMG was the one taking most of these kills. And you know what? Most people in that situation, they would have gone for an assault rifle or something, but he stuck with that micro Uzi, and the micro Uzi did its job really well. It got 2 knockdowns, and we saw that the clean down crew coming in from Team
yes, that was really amazing. I mean, I really wouldn't have expected any team to do that, but having about 12 kills throughout their team and coming up to, you know, the last 30 people alive without even losing one of their teammates, that is quite commendable. Whether they are going to win this or whether they are going to qualify, that is secondary. But coming to this zone, coming into the 5th zone with not even one person dying and getting about 12 kills, that is something really great coming out there from their team. As we are actually going to look at team number 22 spotting on team number 5 players, and the M4 coming out there from team number 5 is actually going to try to spot out the people from team number 22, but the Car 98 is going to have the advantage at the moment because the distance is going to be pretty hard, pretty long, and I think the Car 98 has a better rate of damage as well. So I think that is any day going to be a Car 98 player is going to get that kill. As we are going to see team number 18 moving inside the zone. They are going to go right inside the center of the zone, as we see a fight between team number 6 and 22, as the team number 6's players are trying to move into the zone because they still haven't, not everyone have landed right inside the zone as they are making it right now. So this is going to be tricky because 25 people are there and we still have about 9 teams right now, as the team number 22 Shroud has spotted the XPD squad coming out there.
Shroudy Rowdy, actually, you know Shroudy Rowdy is it's a name you can associate with PUBG, and we are going to be looking at team number 22. He needs to be careful because team number 18, even though they are in the open street, okay, we are going to be looking at Shroudy Rowdy just firing onto the Dacia, and one of his other teammates are also going to be getting that kill. So that is going to be one team going down, and they have already spotted out the UAT, which has housing team number 12's players.
Oh, but I think this is going to be a fix for team number 12's player because he has gone into the shack where he has no other exit. The only way he can make it out is coming out of that door out there, and that door can also be broken because that is something he shouldn't have done. He should have actually gone behind the, behind the shack, I would have said.
And even though he could not have gone behind the shack, he did have the UAZ. He could have just kept driving because he would have had a better chance. He might have even gotten a chance to, go for a roadkill or two. But it seems as though he is going to be stuck and in between the crosshairs of team number 22. And that is going to be the end of team number 12. As we are going to be looking at team number 6 right here. They have spotted out team number 15. And we are going to be looking at the M16 coupled with the 4X. That is going to be dealing a lot of damage, and that is going to be one player from team number 15 knocked down. So that is in total 2 people from team number 15 knocked down, and they're possibly going to go down because they are not really in any cover. We are going to be seeing the shots coming in from the M16. That is going to be taking care of one player from team number 15, as team number 6's Hellboy Rhythm is going to be going forward. The zone is going to be closing in. The smoke has also been made, so that is going to be a lot of utility, a lot of things going on at the same time. We are going to be looking at team number 6 right here. They are going to be going forward. Team number 15, they are going to be closing a little bit closer to the zone, and meanwhile they're
coming out there from all these teams. Team number 13 as well as team number 6, a lot of players are going to get knocked out, while team number 22 have their 4 people. The zone is going to close, and Insane Venom are going to get knocked out as well. 2 people from team number 15 are pretty low at the moment, and the zone is going to close, and it just lands right in front of team number 15 as they are trying to pick a fight with team XPD, while they still have about 3 more people alive, while team number 6 are trying to make it inside as well, one of them being knocked out, and Ryuke is also knocked down as well. Team number 13's second player out of the 2 people from their team, as they have 4 people. They've actually split it out, and
so only one player is knocked down. So only one player is knocked down for team number 13, and actually make that 3 because we are going to be looking at team number 6 actually finishing off that knockdown coming in. So the grenades are going to get cooked up, and if this one actually lands, that is going to be one more player from team number 13 going down. We are going to be seeing the second grenade also getting lobbed out, and we are going to be looking at team number 6 with only 2 players left, and it seems as though Hellboy team has got one more player from team number 15.
Oh, he's just in 1 HP, but he's going to knock out the other person. What is going on? And Darkseid is just with 1 HP. How is he managing not to get killed out there, while we are going to see Hellboy getting knocked down from team number 13's player? And that was a really good escape for team number 15's player, as he just goes out without even getting tagged with that 1 HP. But that was actually costing about 2 more players from his team. But I think that is something which is worth doing, because I don't think he really has time to revive the other person, because the next zone is going to come in about 10 more seconds. I really don't think he's got another 10 seconds to waste, because this zone is going to actually hit out a lot of damage for all these people. So I think he is going to go and try to get inside the zone, as we are just with 11 people and 4 teams at the moment, as we are going to see team number 22 Shroudy Rowdy along with 3 more people from his team, and the play zone actually knocking out a couple of guys, and that is going to still leave us with 10 people and 4 teams. And we are going to see Shroudy, who has a clear idea that mine is right in the outside the zone, as we are going to see Darkseid trying to make it inside. He's taking a lot of damage as well from the zone, and there you go, it's going to be Minehack who's going to take him down, as he is going to be the last person surviving from his team number 6, that is, as we are going to see a couple of knockouts out there from both these teams. Team number 13 have about 2 people knocked out, while team number 22 have a 2 as well, and this is going to be really tricky. But what Minehack can do right now is that he can just wait it out and make sure both these teams are going to fight against each other. And right now we just have about 6 people remaining, and oh, this is going to be the 3rd person from team number 22 who is going to get knocked out, and this is going to be really tricky. And one of them actually made sure that he is going to get revived, and that is going to be 4 people from team number 22, 1 person from 13 and 1 person from 6, which is going to just leave us with 6 people and 3 teams. I think team number 22 have the advantage, but I also feel that all the damage that have been taken there by team number 22 is going to take a toll at them in the next 2 zones, because the next zone, that is, because that is going to be really hard for them to cope, because the smoke's coming out there trying to revive Shroudy Rowdy from his team. That is going to cost them a lot of time, and the next zone is going to go out, and they still are not inside the zone. The zone is favoring team number 6, and I think it's just about time where we are going to see a bloodbath at this moment.
And we're going to be looking at team number 13 right here. Team number 13, he has to move forward, and he needs to be careful, because he might just be spotted out by team number 6's player, and we're going to be looking at Panther6 actually getting the first kill, and he can go for the second one, but no, he's going to be getting killed instead. And it seems as though team number 6's player also went down, so the winner is going to be team number 22. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we have gotten the winners of today's second game, and look at how many kills.
Look at that. I was actually telling about getting 9 kills, as I would say the most we have seen just about 1 game ago, and he just shuts my mouth like that, which is 13 kills. And that was a really good play coming out there from Shroudy Rowdy and his team, and that was a well-deserved chicken dinner, I would say.
I mean, the only little disappointment which I do have is the fact that Team XPD actually came in the 5th position. If they actually came into the 4th position, they could have actually qualified for the next round. But you know what, that was a really unlucky zone for them. They did make their way into the zone pretty early on, and that really did not work out for them, because they were getting pincered by a lot of these teams, at least 6 teams going for them. So that was a really sad case for them, and we are gonna be announcing you guys the winner of the second OPPO mobile phone. But we are not going to be doing that just yet. And you know what, if you don't know what the OPPO F9 Pro mobile actually entails, the OPPO F9 Pro has a 6.3-inch screen, so that is a huge screen. And with people like me who actually have huge fingers, I can actually play the PUBG mobile game really well in the OPPO F9 Pro because of that really large screen. And you know what, the large screen is not its only selling point. It also has this fast charge, the Vivo OC fast charge, so with just 5 minutes of charge you can talk for 2 hours.
I mean, not just about the Vivo OC, but it also comes up with a 3.5k mAh battery life, which is going to give you a lot of time in PUBG Mobile. And also adding to that, it's also coming with a 6GB RAM, which is going to make sure that you are not actually going to burn your fingers as well, because that is going to be a lot of time, as well as a lot of chicken dinners for you guys.
I mean, my first gaming PC actually had 4GB of RAM, and that is saying something, because this mobile phone is way better than my first gaming PC.
You know what?
That is the best selling point you guys could have. So please go ahead and buy this phone. And if you don't really have the money to buy the phone, you can still win one of these. So all you have to do, you just have a short time frame to actually do this. So go ahead and leave a comment down below saying !PUBG Mobile, and don't forget to subscribe, because only if you subscribe, you're actually going to be eligible to win one of these.
I mean, just keep spamming your comment section, because we have some more time right now. Because I feel, for the people who are just watching PUBG right now, for the people who just started playing PUBG, I thought we could actually do them some help by, helping them out with all the weapons and all. So what do you think?
I mean, that is a really good initiative. I'm pretty sure that even though a lot of people play PUBG, not a lot of people actually know what guns are there. So for today's gun, we are actually going to be talking about the Slim Death, the long-barreled muzzle of, Doom, the Car 90. Okay, the M16A4. That actually applies for this also, because the M16A4 is a long-barreled.
Well, actually, whatever you said was making the cut.
Hey, I'm a little bit biased towards Car 98K.
I know Car 98K is one of your favorite weapons, but today it's going to be one of my favorite weapons, which happens to be the M16A4, which also comes up with a lot of range. So if you actually don't have a Car 98 or if you actually don't have a DMR, I actually think that you should be going for an M16, because even though it's going to use a 5.56 bullet, he's got a lot of range, and it comes up with a burst fire or also a single bullet.
So in close range, you can actually use this in tandem with its long range capabilities. Also, you just have to swap out the scope actually, and the scope which I would personally recommend for this gun is the 4x scope, because with the 4x and the single shot mode, you can actually get a lot of kills actually. Those headshots are going to be landing precisely, and you know what, all you have to do is just boot up PUBG Mobile in your mobile phone and just go to the training room and start playing with this, because this is one gun which you might find as your favorite. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be back with a short commercial break, and after that we are going to be announcing the last winner of the OPPO F9 Pro giveaway.
OPPO Selfie Expert.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream. We just witnessed some grueling action of PUBG Mobile, and this is gonna be the time. I'm really pumped up for this moment, because we are going to announce the winners of the second giveaway of today's stream in about some more time. But before that, I would really want to give a huge shout out to all you guys for making this happen, and also the people who are viewing this, because without you guys this wouldn't have been possible, as well as our sponsors OPPO for getting this beautiful initiative, and also these two phones for you guys for every day in our everyday streams as well.
And you know what, the OPPO F9 Pro is a really good mobile phone in its price segment in India. So it has a 6.3-inch screen, it has a 3.5K mAh battery, and it gives you the Vivo OC fast charge capability. So you know what, you just have to charge it in for 5 more minutes and you can talk for 2 whole hours. So that is a lot of battery life. And without any further ado, let's see who is going to be the winner of the last OPPO F9 Pro. And ladies and gentlemen, the last person is MD Faizan. Congratulations, my friend, because you just won yourself an OPPO F9 Pro. And you know what? just mail us at support at
PUBGmobile.in if you want to get this phone, because this is a phone which a lot of people are going crazy at the moment, because this is one of the premium phones, like you just said, as you just explained the features and all of that. And I guess
it's going to give you a lot of chicken dinners. I mean, you are probably watching this. I don't know if you're going to be, I don't know why you would be watching this if you don't like PUBG or if you don't play PUBG, but with an OPPO F9 Pro, you will be able to play PUBG, and I'm sure as hell you will be able to get a lot of chicken dinners. So, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, this is getting pretty late right now, and
actually I think we need to wrap it up, because it's about time where we are going to go and take these gloves off and start playing PUBG Mobile in this
after
phone.
a chicken dinner. I mean a literal chicken dinner, of course. So, you know, go ahead and put up your pans, put some frying oil or something, and fry up some chicken, because we are also going to be having chicken tomorrow in the form of the live stream. So this is me, Old Bear, also known as Siddharth Prashant, and
this is Tango, also known as Sriram Vishal. We will be signing off right now, and we will be catching you tomorrow at 7 PM for more chicken dinners and for more giveaways as well. Ciao.